gentlemen, welcome to ProSouth Wrestling Family Ties.
As you heard, episode 693, Matthias, Wicked. Matthias, how are you doing?
Wicked, it must be Friday because we are live here at the ProSouth Palace in Piedmont, Alabama.
Live and in living color, and speaking of color, it's prime time.
So much came out of last week.
Dear God, where to start?
Not the least of which, this man right here, Donnie Prime Time, is back in ProSouth.
But whose side is he on? That's the question.
Making his way to the ring, Donnie Prime Time.
We still don't know the answer to that question.
Maybe we'll get some answers here tonight. Big lineup tonight. Our main event. You saw it advertised as Damien one-on-one for the real ProSouth Championship.
The real ProSouth? The real
Everybody keeps
ProSouth
putting in
Championship.
parentheses, so
Okay,
it's the real ProSouth Championship. That's what we're calling it.
we'll go with it.
Donnie Prime Time last week. A lot of questions. Are we getting answers? We're about to find out. Once he gets his jacket on. He took his jacket off just to put it back on.
He is a student of Ace Haven. He knows about hitting the cue, knows about hitting a mark.
Is up, Piedmont, Alabama? I would say it's been a long time, but I was here last week. And I told you guys I have a lot of complicated feelings about being back here in this ring. This ring right here, this is the ring I was trained in. This ring right here was the ring I had my first ever professional wrestling match in. I've poured more sweat, blood, tears, heartache, long nights, hurt bones, everything right here for this ring, for this promotion. And then I had to go be the one to screw it up. And I didn't think it was me. I didn't think I was the one. I didn't think I had to change. I think everyone else had to change. But I was wrong. My son, who loves me, my son who loves professional wrestling, my son who loves ProSouth Wrestling. He had to look me in my eyes and say, Dad, why are you the bad guy? I told him, I said, son, I'm not the bad guy. Everyone else is the bad guy. I do what I do for a reason. And when he asked me, Dad, what's that? I couldn't tell him. I had no idea why I was doing what I was doing. I had no idea why I was being as bitter as I was being. They opened the door for me to let me back in, and I decided that I was going to show my tail about it. I decided there were some things that happened way back when that I still hadn't got over. And as a grown man, as someone who's going to have a son, someone who's going to look my kid in the eye and say, son, be a man. I had to understand that. And I just want to say to everybody, not just you guys who I disrespected on the weekly, not to you guys watching at home on YouTube. I want to apologize to everybody in that locker room right there. And I want to say, from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. As a man, I owe that to you, and with that comes a promise. I've changed. And I can't just tell you guys I've changed. I'm willing to show you guys that I've changed. Now, this is gonna sound cliche. This is gonna sound a little weird, and I don't really care because this is me on the mic, and I'm gonna say what I want to say. ProSouth was my one point in time, and I would love for it to be my home again.
I trust him. I trust him 100%. Matthias, do you trust Donnie Prime Time and what he said? Has he turned over a new leaf?
Donnie Prime Time apparently trying to make amends for his past
transgressions?
Sure, we'll call it that.
Donnie did nothing wrong. Donnie was ran out of this company, but he has extended the olive branch.
I don't know that even Donnie would agree with that.
Well, the old Donnie would, but not the new Donnie. He has changed. He said it, Matthias. Tuition is due. Isn't this a flashback from 2017? Donnie Prime Time and Brandon Watley.
We talked about Donnie Prime Time being a student, a homegrown talent. He's not the only one.
Hold up. They really, you know, I know the back. There's no microphone with a green tip on it. You put that on there yourself, right? That's a green tip that you put on. Everyone else is blue, but they gave you the green one. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Of course I'll put this on here.
Fair enough.
I got tenure here. I can do that. You out here apologizing, you want forgiveness or something? You want, what do you want?
Be what? Brandon, look, man. I'm just trying to change, dude. I was a bit of a dork before, bro. And man, maybe you could try to do what I'm doing right now. You know? I've made a lot of mistakes. You sat back and you watched me make a lot of mistakes. I've seen you make plenty of mistakes of your own. I think right now is a time for me to change, so I'm going to step up and do the hardest thing I've ever done, and that's admit that I was wrong. And stand by that. And that's all I can do now.
That's growth, Matthias. That's growth. The crowd forgives him.
You people really buy that. You people really buy that.
I get the feeling Watley doesn't buy it.
Donnie, what you did, you didn't make mistakes. You made terrible decisions. That's what you did. The only reason that you want forgiveness,
let him talk.
The only reason why you want forgiveness is because you have no friends. And you have no friends because you're an asshole.
Well, don't mince words.
You're right. I don't have any friends. I mean, you think with everything I was doing that you would be as close of a friend as I had, but no, I hated your guts too, and you hated mine. I don't think anyone in that locker room, from Ace to my own brother to Cameron, I think they all think I'm a bit of an asshole. But you know what? It's not for me to come out here and say it, dude. I have to show it. You're right. You're absolutely right. I don't have anything to say about that, man. You everything you're saying, I can't counter. You see, go to YouTube. You want to see what I was doing? I was dropping women on their heads, man. Like, I was kind of a piece of garbage. And everyone here saw that. You guys saw me act the way I acted. Was it right? No. But if you don't give someone the chance to change, then what are we doing here, man?
See, Donnie, I can't speak for the rest of the locker room. I can speak for myself and one other member of the Serpent Ninja Academy. We don't forget, and we don't forgive. This whole "you're sorry" nonsense, you can take that and stick it where the sun don't shine.
Well,
I mean, for years, you've been backstabbing people, and you pretend to be people's friend, and then you set them up to get exposed, and you take money out their pockets, you destroy their dreams, and all this other stuff. You talk about change. Here's the difference between me and you. See, when I first got in this business, I used to pretend to be something that I'm not, just like you. The only difference is the person that I am now, that's who I should have been from the start because I accept who I am.
The old Donnie Prime Time would not have liked to hear any of this. The old Donnie Prime Time would have put you down exactly where you're standing. But you called me out on my bullcrap, bro. You came up here, and I respect you for that. When I left, well, the first time I left, you were just little bitty BY. Now you've grown into a full champion standing in front of me. You are the man when it comes to that locker room. Anyone that stepped up, you have put them down. You have put them down soundly. But you have a match tonight. I don't. You know what? I was just going to come out here and talk and then leave. But it should take me about, what time? Anyone got to watch? I do. It should take me about 6 minutes to get all my stuff out of the locker room and just maybe shake a couple hands. Probably not. No one likes me. And get to my car. But so maybe if you're the man and the leader and the guy you say you are, show me who you are, because I don't think you can, but try to beat him in 6 minutes. Gotcha, man.
Donnie Prime Time laying down a challenge.
6 minutes?
Can Brandon Watley beat his opponent in 6 minutes?
Who's his opponent?
Well, I got a match to get a ref out here, and let's get this thing started.
So Donnie's saying it takes him 6 minutes to get ready. And he's challenging Brandon of the Serpent Ninja Academy to beat in 6 minutes?
6 minutes, and the time it takes him to get ready and get out of here. He wants to see Brandon Watley with his hand raised. Can he do it?
Tonight.
Not going to be an easy task because we know how stubborn his opponent here tonight is. Jake Franklin.
Tonight's show being sponsored partially by Liquid Death. Liquid Death. Murder your thirst. Speaking of murder, Jake Franklin's out here.
Making his way to the ring, he is that guy, Jake Franklin.
So he has to beat Jake Franklin in 6 minutes.
Well, the good news, if you're Jake Franklin, he's not going to get... Oh!
Jake immediately knocked off the apron.
I feel inappropriate saying the word good news with Jake Franklin right now, but the good news is he's not going to get the crap kicked out of him by Atonement.
Hey, that's
he's going to get
something.
The crap kicked out of him by Brandon Watley instead.
Small victories, small victories.
Oh, my... Well,
ask him how that foot tasted with them teeth. Oh, my God. Watley putting the size 12 through the back of the head of Jake Franklin on the outside.
Franklin fighting back for all he's worth. Oh, hooking the arm and just assaulting the midsection.
Laces out. Jake Franklin went about 3 feet in the air.
It's worth noting Jake Franklin does have a pinfall victory over Brandon Watley in what can only be called an upset victory a few weeks back.
Well, I'm upset that Jake Franklin hasn't been knocked stupid yet.
Well,
it's early in the match, I get that.
I don't know, have you had a conversation with him?
No, I don't talk to that kid. What in the hell would possess me to even talk to Jake Franklin, Matthias?
He's still moving. I can't say that he hasn't been knocked stupid.
You talk to him out of pity. That's what it is.
He talks to me in the back. I don't talk. Oh, my.
He walked straight into that kick. There's very few things in the world I enjoy more than watching Jake Franklin get the crap kicked out of him and chopped out of him.
If Watley hits too many more kicks like that, he's going to be waiting on Donnie Prime Time. He might not need the whole 6.
Jake better start fighting back soon. Because tuition is due, and tuition is his ass and his soul.
Franklin refusing to stay down, using those ropes to... trying to use those ropes to keep himself up. Watley using them against him.
The kick to the knee there, and again
right in the side of the knee.
He needs to get that separation between himself and Watley.
Watley
Not like that.
Shoving him down.
At this point, it's just bullying.
Jumping enziguri from Watley.
That knee from those kicks working over Watley. Harvard and Yale on display here this evening.
Franklin does have a good strategy. Try to take the leg out from under Watley. If he can't throw those kicks, he's not as dangerous. But as we've seen, as Man Bear Pig has seen, Watley does have some vicious hands as well. Rolling drop kick from Franklin.
Watley now in the corner. See him holding onto that top rope. Maybe a little dazed there. Forearm smash.
Jake's picking up some momentum here. Oh.
Good counter there by Watley. Jake is down yet again. Matthias, what are we at? 4 minutes? 3 minutes?
Oh, I don't
Butterfly
have the
suplex.
time. I'm not keeping time, but
for those of you just joining us, this is episode 693, Family Ties Pro South Wrestling, live from the Pro South Palace.
there's that
Brandon
kick.
Watley has been challenged by Donnie Prime Time to beat Jake Franklin in 6 minutes. He said that's how long it would take him to get his bags ready.
There's Watley with that constrictor-like body scissors.
Just squeezing the life out of Jake Franklin. Every time Jake breathes, Watley tightens that grip with his legs.
Franklin elbows and strikes to that knee, that injured knee that he targeted earlier.
Watley just digging his fingers in Jake's eyes.
Making the most of the referee's 5 count.
Referee right there saw it. Watley didn't care. He's him favoring that knee.
Franklin pulling himself back up to his feet.
He's going after both knees.
Able to take Watley off his feet. And again.
Watley is stunned. He can barely stand. Right to the back of that thigh.
Trying to cramp up that hamstring. Oh my goodness. Franklin got hit so hard he forgot which way gravity went.
Good old Sonic ass fall. Like, if rings would have popped out of him, I would have believed you. Watley taking it to Jake. Every time Jake gets some offense going, Watley shoots him down, cuts it off.
Oh, slamming his head into the mat.
I mean, you can't make him any dumber. If you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough.
Well, Franklin has proven time and time again he is, in fact, very, very tough.
And very, very stupid.
Well, you don't insert yourself into the fights that he keeps finding himself in.
I mean,
if
what
you're
your
not.
right mind, as soon as you hear that, what your right mind makes you want to come out and challenge Watley. Donnie's out here with his keys.
I guess it's been 6 minutes. Oh, yeah.
Dude, where's his? I thought Donnie Valley parked. Donnie trying to find his way out. Donnie going home. What in the hell? Jake Franklin just beat Brandon Watley.
Franklin!
That guy, Jake Franklin.
Primetime with the distraction.
Donnie Prime Time distracting Brandon Watley. Jake Franklin getting a quick 3 count and getting the hell out of Dodge.
No, he stopped. He better get the hell out of Dodge. He's parked up on the ramp. Run, kid, run. Look at the disgust on the face of Brandon Watley. Watley confused, disheartened, traumatized even. Primetime going out the front door. And Watley just sitting there. Watley's still stunned. What has happened? That happened so quickly.
Watley beside himself.
Watley cannot believe.
And Watley can't believe it. I can't believe it. The ProSouth faithful can't believe it.
They are stunned. Holy crap. Now it's time for the real sponsors. This is Flashback Friday, everybody. Brought to you by the Robbrod Report. Another upset. Wow. Wait a minute. It's supposed to be the Robbrod Report, but Ace. What happened to Flashback Friday? Ace Haven. We saw him for the first time in weeks last week.
Ace Haven almost pulled out the victory for his team. At the end, fell victim to Sean Christopher. And in doing so, his partner, well, I guess now former partner,
Cameron Keys turned his back on the Chosen Ones, sided with the House of Harley.
Well, not by choice. He was caught by stipulation.
He caught the super kick. He saved Harley. That match was over.
Ace Haven, the king of the South. Gotta wonder where his head's at.
He is the king of the South, Ace Haven.
He's lost his children. He's lost his best friend in Cameron Keys to one of his children. He doesn't have much left.
As always,
the Chosen Ones are no more. They're a shattered dream.
Ace Haven makes people so mad they go and start their own companies. They go out and try to run against ProSouth, and they turn around and stab him in the back. Eventually it becomes a skill problem. Eventually it's an Ace Haven problem, not everybody else. Sean and now Cameron Keys proving that very point, Matthias.
You know, I think it's time I come out here and tell you a story tonight. And you know, I think I'm going to have a seat for this one. So if you can find a chair out there that's not covered in Cade Newton's brains and blood, that's the one I'd like to have.
Ace alluding to what happened to Cade Newton last week, getting busted open. Cade not here. We wish him a speedy recovery.
Cade Newton getting several stitches in his head after catching the frame of a chair right to the face.
Cameron Keys did that.
All right, y'all want to hear a story? No, I don't think you do. I asked you if you wanted to hear a story. That's a little more like it. Now, last week, I came back after weeks of exile to take part in a match that meant more to me than probably the man whose freedom was on the line. I poured every bit of the heart and soul that I have left for professional wrestling into that performance last week. And it wasn't enough. And you were there, you saw it. I'm not mad at Cameron Keys for stopping me from super kicking that bitch of a daughter I have.
Because I get it, Cam. I get it. You can't put hands on her. Just like I couldn't put hands on my son earlier in the same match. And you know, they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Trace is the spawn of my semen, not Sean Christopher's.
Spawn of my semen.
But see, that's where the difference lies. Because in order for him to spawn something from his seed, he would have to be man enough to produce some. Because, yeah, he got his arm raised last week, but where is he tonight? The Lord of the Flies that I know would be in this ring, ready to kick my ass tonight. But he's not here. He's probably laid up somewhere with his woman, sucking his pacifier, pretending that he's dark and spooky. But I see through you, Sean. I know the real you. I see who you are. I saw it last week when I slammed you head first into that turnbuckle and tried to make you look like Caden. I saw it when I dropped you with 2 cutters in a row and you were 1 cutter away from never being here again. I'm not gonna fire him. That's the coward's way out. If I wanted to fire him, I would have fired him when he raised me to the sky, but I didn't do it. Because it's gonna give me more peace when I beat the living shit out of him right here in this ring.
Okay, this is an extra spicy episode of ProSouth.
And then I don't know, then maybe I'll fire him, maybe he'll quit. Maybe he'll leave with his tail tucked between his legs, because that's the kind of man that he is. Boy, you're right, he is a boy. And I come out here tonight wearing my best friend's jacket because he's stuck wearing that House of Harley white garb. But this right here will stay with me until it's pried from my cold, dead hands, or my best friend is by my side once again. Now, what else y'all want to talk about? You know, I said I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Amy's going to be mad. Amy's going to be pissed. But someone's got a couch, right? Okay.
As long as it's not JD Vance.
I heard there's an anniversary coming up. It's mine. 16 years in professional wrestling. The anniversary of the King of the South. And I've had a lot of battles. Some of them you've seen right here at ProSouth. Some of them have been states away. Some of my greatest battles have been 13 hours away in Pennsylvania. And on August 16th, Amy has me quite an anniversary gift. Because my wrestling mentor, the master of 1,000 holds, and the only man to ever go undefeated against Ace Haven, Mike Quackenbush, will be here to face me. And that may mean a whole lot more to me than it does to you. But the thing is, if you know anything about the King of the South, losses don't go ignored. So it's time that I even the score and make things right by defeating one of the greatest in-ring technicians to have ever lived. But don't let that roadblock make you think that I'm distracted from Sean Christopher, because he has put my kingdom in peril. And I can walk into any locker room in any state at any point in time and prove that I am damn well the king of anywhere I want to go. I'll walk into Jasper, Alabama, and I'm the king of New Era. I'll walk into Carrollton, Georgia, and I'm the king of Peach State. I step foot anywhere in Georgia, and I'm the devil himself. But Sean, this is the only kingdom that matters to me. This is the only kingdom that matters to the King of the South. Right here in the ProSouth Palace, this is my last kingdom, Sean. And August 30th, I don't know how. I don't know what kind of match it's going to be. But me and you, we're going to end this. Because when we step in the ring together on August 30th, one of us doesn't leave alive. And Sean, better men than you have tried to kill me. God himself has tried to put Ace Haven down. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And you may be King of the Dead, but I can't die, Sean. And even if I could, you don't have it in you to do it. August 30th, Sean, get in this ring, face your destiny, face Ace Haven, face your executioner, because Sean Christopher, destiny is all.
He's talking about destiny. Maybe his destiny is to finally be put under. It could be Sean that ends Ace Haven. But we talked about last week, and friends that have stabbed him in the back. Cameron Keast is here. Ace didn't even get a chance to leave the ring.
Harley,
his past catching up with him, Matthias.
Cameron Keast.
She put that smile on his face, that mask. Cameron's got to be dying on the inside.
Cameron.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, presented by Harley Haven, Cameron Keast.
That reassuring pat on the shoulder from Ace Haven to Cameron Keast. Cameron didn't even acknowledge it.
I don't think he has much choice in the matter. He's basically subservient to Harley Haven. You know, Harley had to have brought him out here at the end of Ace Haven's little tirade just to twist the knife a little bit more.
The mind games are always on when it comes to Harley Haven. Look at that orgasmic look. That stunned look.
I don't know that that's the look.
He is certainly entranced with Harley Haven. He is entranced by whatever power she has over him.
Welcome home, Cam. Yay. Y'all, welcome him home. Don't be shy. Yay, welcome home, Cam. Okay. Whatever. I warned you that if you tried to become this hero that you've always wanted to be, that you would fail. And look where that's led you, Cam. Right back to where you started. Now see, I know you still have it in you, Cam. You're not a hero. You've shown me that you're not a hero. You busted Kate open last week. You think that's very heroish of you? Now see, I'm gonna lead you back to the ProSouth champion. Or forever YouTube champion, Cameron Keys. But, get up. You have to follow me, Cam.
The cult of personality. I think Harley Haven has been hanging around Ravenna and Sean Christopher so much, some of that's rubbing off on her.
Harley promising to lead Cameron back to his old success.
He was already successful by himself. It's Jasper Reed. We haven't seen Jasper in some time.
He is the modern day Midas, Jasper Reed.
The modern day Midas, Jasper Reed. Only his second time here at the ProSouth Palace. Last time was the members only. Damian Serotonin issued a challenge to any rookie making their debut. Try their luck. Jasper tried his and it didn't quite turn out the way he wanted it to. Gonna see if he can have a little bit better luck this go around.
Modern day Midas.
Well, you saw the gold jacket.
The modern day Midas, Jasper Reed, and forever Cameron Keys, one-on-one here this evening.
Forever tragic, Cameron Keys. Following last week, the outcome of the Family of Freedom match, Forever Tragic is a fitting title.
It seems that Harley is waiting for Cameron to ascend, to grow wings and just fly away.
Jasper Reed.
Side headlock there on Cameron Keys.
Nice side headlock from the rookie. Oh!
He's going straight through. You see Cameron, everything he does, he keeps looking.
Oh!
And Harley, and now Harley slapping him in the face.
Jasper Reed. Oh, trying to... Oh.
Cameron firing back.
Cameron Keys taking out a little bit of frustration.
Well, I'm glad everybody's cussing tonight. Good thing the kids aren't around.
Extra spicy episode of ProSouth. They tell us to watch our language, but
give a special shout out.
I don't think there's going to be any 4-letter words left for us.
Well, I can come up with a few. They ain't going to be happy, but happy 16th birthday to my middle child, my oldest daughter, Marilyn. Marilyn, happy sweet 16. You get to watch Cameron beat the brakes off Jasper Reed, the modern day Midas.
Uh-oh, Cameron Keys got the fingers.
Is he going to snap him? No.
Jasper Reed
Took
fighting
too long.
out. The indecision on Cameron Keys not wanting to do what Harley tells him to.
It's like he's fighting an inner struggle within himself.
He's got what Harley is telling him he has to do, but he's got the voice in his own head. Oh! Snapping the fingers. Doesn't look particularly happy about it, but he did it anyway.
if you scratch the surface of Cameron Keast today, the old Cameron Keast is still there. He's hesitant to fight dirty, but it's still there. It's resonating on the surface.
He did it again.
Cameron knows what goes around comes around. Keast just picking Jasper off the mat after snapping his fingers twice. Only a 2 count though.
See that look on Cameron Keith's face. It's a mix of revulsion at what he's having to do and frustration at being put in this situation. And he is taking that frustration out on Jasper Reed.
It's always great to see Cameron Keast a fan of Justin Tucker because he could have kicked a 62-yard field goal with that.
Attacking the fingers.
Jasper Reed in a very precarious situation right now. I'm telling you, the green on her hands gets further each week. It's corruption or something. I'm not sure what it is, Matthias.
Harley instructing him.
You paid for that.
I think Cameron was measuring for the dramatic iron knee.
He was almost decapitated by the bottom rope.
Harley told him to go for bloody tears. Jasper Reed now fighting back for dear life.
Clothesline in the corner there. He may not have gotten all of it, but he got enough. Swing and a miss.
Home. Oh, Koji clutch.
Oh, this could be it. Jasper's got to make it to the ropes.
Jasper trying to get that arm in there to break up the... Try to alleviate some of that leverage.
Cameron doesn't want to do this, but he is doing it, and Jasper Reed's forcing him to do this.
Jasper making it to the ropes.
Barely able to grab the rope. That may have saved this match for the modern day Midas.
Dramatic iron knee to the back of the head. He is out cold.
It's elementary Dear Watson after that.
Here is your winner, Harley Havens, Cameron Keast.
Announced as Harley Havens, Cameron Keast. Cameron looking remorseful for what he just did to this kid.
Harley Havens, Cameron Keast. So now she owns Cameron. And the modern day Midas, Jasper Reed, comes up just short in his primetime ProSouth debut. Not members only. Right here in primetime.
I don't think Harley's had quite enough.
Some of that USA gold from the Olympics needs to rub off on the modern day Midas. Fireball! Fireball! Oh my God! Speaking of the Olympics, that was like an Olympic torch there. You can smell the burning flesh and the hair all the way over here.
Cameron Keast throwing fire into the face.
Matthias, look, the green is running up her arms. I told you, it gets closer and closer to elbows with each evil act she performs. Putting the mask back to subdue Cameron Keast. Harley Havens, Cameron Keast.
She's making him his or her wanton slave, as it seems. Cameron clearly not happy with his...
Up to the ramp, Matthias.
Cameron Keith's clearly not okay with what's going on, but
he
powerless to stop it, seemingly.
One's powerless, the other one's powerful. Harley Havens, Cameron Keast.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Jake Franklin defeating Brendan Watley in the opening contest.
Whoever would have guessed that.
Ace Haven coming out and just laying waste, just trying to fight fire with fire. And now Cameron Keast destroying Jasper Reed.
Not to mention Donnie Prime Time starting us off, trying to make amends for his past actions.
I trust him.
Well, Brandon Watley certainly doesn't.
Watley doesn't trust anybody except for this individual that's about to come out.
I'd say this man right here might be one of two.
Yes.
That he trusts. Even then, I don't know that he trusts them 100%.
I feel like Watley trusts us.
I don't think he trusts me.
Well, you know, I threatened to shoot him in the Battle Royal in 2017, so maybe. Julius Pryor, the new and improved Julius Pryor.
Making his way to the ring.
All I'm saying is the last two times.
Of the Serpent Ninja Academy, Julius Pryor.
The last two times Brandon Watley and I were within arm's reach of each other, he ended up knocking the crap out of me.
So Watley does not trust Matthias either. Gotcha.
No. I'll tell you who trusts Brandon Watley explicitly is this man, Julius Pryor.
He has revived this man's career. He was stagnant. He was going nowhere. The tutelage, the
best thing you could have said about Julius Pryor before was he had a cool hat.
He did have a cool hat. I missed that hat.
That was a nice hat. But now he's a member of the Serpent Ninja Academy, student of the Serpent Ninja Academy. Got several high-profile wins under his belt. Can he add a Doug addict?
The Drip Addicts are here. Douglas Sanders and Roman Miller.
Challenger, accompanied by the Lord of Bling, Roma Miller. The fabulous one, Douglas Sanders.
I believe this ring announcer just making up right at this point.
He's got a new nickname every week.
And none of them are worth a hell either. The candy shop isn't going to be open here tonight. Douglas Sanders with a shot to gain a bit of vengeance, a bit of retribution against Julius Pryor.
Julius Pryor caught the megaphone to the back of the head last week, courtesy of Douglas Sanders. He and Hakeem Young were putting a beating on Roma Miller.
The Drip Addicts and the Serpent Ninja Academy finding themselves at odds.
Pryor throwing his ring attire at Roma Miller.
Roma and Julius used to be a tag team throughout the Southeast. Now on opposing sides. The fabulous one, Douglas Sanders and Julius Pryor, one-on-one right here. Episode 693, Family Ties.
The Doug Addicts among the ProSouth faithful giving Pryor a hard time.
Well, they need to be Doug tested. Oh, God, please. Who gave Roma Miller the damn megaphone?
That would be Douglas Sanders.
Somebody needs to shine that up and put it straight up Douglas's O'Connor roll. Got him stacked up. The power on display there. Those people wouldn't have been able to kick out of that. Douglas doing very well for himself to start off this match. Side headlock takeover.
Sanders Got a tight side headlock on Julius Pryor.
Tight in that grip each time. Julius has got to just use the strength that he has, the strength advantage against Douglas Sanders in this matchup.
Strength and technique. Very few people in Pro South can match the striking ability of Julius Pryor. Oh,
2-point takedown there.
Nice amateur takedown from Sanders, though.
Doug, when he takes it serious, when he's not playing around, does well. But he has been unfocused as of late.
Saying he can do this in his sleep. Julius Pryor hits one of those kicks, he might be doing this in his sleep.
Do you remember that 5-star match we saw with Douglas Sanders?
No.
And Christian Pierce months ago? Douglas can wrestle. Doug trying to get Julius into the ring. Oh, the hard way kick to the side of the face.
There are those strikes I was talking about.
He took that right side of his right foot and put it across the left side of the face of Doug Sanders there.
Sanders
is up top.
Not quite sure where he was at. He was looking wobbly.
The Pryor-nator there.
Pryor coming off that top rope with that jumping kick.
The Pryor-nator, I just called it that.
Sure, why not?
How about modern day Midas? Does that sound better?
No. I know a guy named Tony might not like that.
Well, he tried to steal the upper echelon from me, so there we go. It's even now. Douglas Sanders holding on to his stomach. We know what that's a setup for. Julius likes to break down the core, the breadbasket of an individual to set up for those Shaolin fists from the top rope. He can clear this entire ring from any corner.
We've seen Julius Pryor can literally hit that from anywhere.
He hit the Pryor-nator earlier. You see Doug having problems breathing now.
Are you really calling it that?
I don't know.
Oh, Pryor taking a little time.
Got him with an ankle lock in the air.
Pryor
caught him.
Refusing to go down.
Trying to counter it with a side headlock. He's going to have to spin out of this. How's Pryor getting out of this? Snatched him straight back to the middle, and there it is. He has that ankle lock.
Sanders yelling tap.
Oh, he's going to break his ankle. Look at the distortion on that ankle of Julius Pryor.
The flexibility of Pryor. Only thing saving him right now.
Asked Douglas backstage. I actually talked to him. Asked him his thoughts for this match. He said, typical and the Capite. I said, what? I think that's what he means is this. The Doug Addicts letting Julius have it.
Oh, big forearm in the corner, following him in.
Going from corner to corner here, coast to coast. Good snap takedown there. There's a version of the Rings of Saturn.
Not quite Rings of Saturn, more rings around Uranus, but
we have now hit a record for the worst jokes. Is the candy shop going to be open? That diving elbow of Douglas Sanders, the core strength of Julius Pryor on display.
Just standing straight up on his head, delivering a knee. That's one way to get out of that. No one home for the tornado kick. Sanders.
Julius is rocked. He is surprised.
Oh. Hard slam. Put him down almost on the back of his head.
It's like an exploder belly to belly. We floated through with it.
Oh, he's headed up top. Might be thinking that elbow.
Right now he's on Brett's rope, on the middle rope. Going for the candy shop drop. Oh! Douglas Sanders was at least 6 feet in the air. Julius jumped flat-footed and kicked him in the face.
Pryor just deadlifted Doug off the mat. A running power slam. It's that power of Julius Pryor. And we talked about his striking ability, but can't forget how freakishly strong he is. The guy who pulls fire trucks just for fun. Just because.
Just fun.
Oh, going up top. Might be thinking Shaolin Fist.
Look at the distance of the Shaolin Fist.
He got every last bit of it.
There's no way. Doug kicked out. No, he didn't. What the just happened? Like Doug kicked out there.
The referee said it was 3.
Julius Pryor with a victory over the Doug addict, Douglas Sanders.
Douglas Sanders tried to kick out just a fraction of a second too late. The referee called it a 3.
Julius with yet another victory. Douglas Sanders laid out. Great showing by Douglas. Can't believe that.
Sanders.
You know what time it is. Time for an intermission. Radar intermission while we're gone. When we come back, still more action-packed action. Julius isn't done yet.
Oh, I don't think he's done yet.
Julius has the microphone, or the megaphone, excuse me. Oh! Back of Roma Miller.
He just clocked Roma Miller with that bullhorn.
I don't think Charles is in charge anymore. I think it's Julius Pryor that's in charge. He even called him a meathead when he hit him with it. The Doug addicts are down. Julius Pryor standing tall. Great victory here tonight. Episode 693, Family Ties. With a nearly award-winning commentary, Matthias Darkthorn, I'm Wicked Nemesis.
You heard our jokes, that's why we're nearly award-winning.
We got to catch our breath.
and gentlemen, welcome back to ProSouth Wrestling Family Ties. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
How would you rate that intermission, Matthias? Modern day Matthias.
Oh my God, you got me saying it. Modern day Midas out of 10. The Alpha, Alexander Lincoln. We haven't seen him in quite a while here at ProSouth.
Introducing first, he is the Alpha, Alexander Lincoln.
It's been a small minute since the last time he was here. He's got quite the challenge ahead of him here tonight. The form of the King of the South, Ace Haven.
But Alexander Lincoln has been making a name for himself outside of ProSouth.
Trying to make a name for himself throughout the state of Alabama. You can't make a name for yourself in Alabama if it's not right here at ProSouth.
And who better to establish that name even further than the King of the South, Ace Haven. But Alexander Lincoln, a tall tale ahead of him.
Uh-oh.
My name is Alexander Lincoln, and I am the Alpha. Anywhere that I go, anywhere. In my house, the Alpha. Business, Alpha. And tonight in this ring, I will stake my claim at the Alpha in ProSouth Wrestling. Ace Haven needs to be focused. Ace Haven's worried about what's happened. He's not worried about what's now. The time is now for the Alpha to stake his claim here. So Ace Haven, let's get it on.
The Alpha, Alexander Lincoln.
Maybe to be an Alpha. See how much truth there is to that. About to find out.
Come at the King, you best not miss. Great opportunity here for the Alpha, Alexander Lincoln.
You come at the King and declare yourself an Alpha. You really best not miss. Speaking of best not miss, Ace Haven, man who never misses his music cue. Waiting on that intro.
He has to wait for the beat to drop. You know that breaking is now an Olympic sport. Well, entrances, if they were an Olympic sport, then the gold medal would have to go to the man that takes the longest, and that's Ace Haven.
There you see her, the Queen of the South, Amy Haven, alongside Ace Haven. Amy conspicuously absent.
Introducing the challenger, accompanied by the Queen of the South, Amy Haven, the King of the South, Ace Haven.
Amy conspicuously absent earlier in the night when we saw Ace. She's had a busy night, been signing matches left and right.
This is the PG-13 version of ProSouth here tonight.
I'm sure she had a bit of paperwork to do because of that as well. We heard from Ace Haven, not only is there a match between him and Sean Christopher at Uprising August 30th, also in 2 weeks, August 16th, Ace Haven will step into the ring with Lightning Mike Quackenbush.
How many mentors does this got? Jimmy Ray?
Well, if you can number, if Mike Quackenbush numbers amongst them, you're doing pretty good. Better than I am.
Some people say it's orgasmic.
Trying to get that sentence out. That's why we are nearly award winning.
Nearly. We were right there.
If I can finish a sentence without stuttering and stammering over it, we would be award winning.
It's better be entertaining than boring. I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Swing and a miss by Alexander Lincoln there. Oh, missed that big boot. That would have took the head off Ace. Got it that time.
Got him on the rebound.
Got him! Kicking the taste out of Ace Haven's mouth. This is a great opportunity by Alexander Lincoln.
Trying to show that he is the alpha. Trying to get one over on Ace Haven.
Big sinky leg drop there from the alpha, Alexander Lincoln. Alexander Lincoln now trying to ground to Ace Haven, keep him from doing any of that flippy-ish that Ace Haven's really known for.
Ace Haven, you know how much he loves to flip.
Sure.
Flip and flop and do all the things.
And he caught him.
Like to come off that rope. Didn't quite work out, though.
Rib breaker there by the alpha, followed by another. Standing fall away slam.
High angle fall away.
Tossing the King of the South around like he's a rag doll.
The alpha saying he's got something new. He's going up top. Never seen him go up top before.
Is this that great new movie he's been talking about?
He did say he had something. Didn't quite get it that time.
What he has is an insecurity to the back of the head and possible concussion.
Haven going up and over. Oh! Sidewalk slam on the outside.
With the bare minimum padding on the outside.
Suggestion of padding over a concrete floor.
Doing what we can to stay with the Athletic Commission.
The minimum allowed by the Alabama Athletic Commission.
I don't think that's the new move that Alexander Lincoln was talking about.
I don't think it was.
But it was effective. Suplex in the middle of the ring by the alpha.
Big suplex from Alexander Lincoln at Ace Haven, threatening to get a little spicy yet again tonight.
Shot right to the shoulder blade. Ace fighting back. The height advantage and the strength advantage going to the alpha, Alexander Lincoln.
Haven trying to fight back, throwing some of those Haven haymakers.
Ace down in the ring yet again. Alpha taking his time. Not rushing this beatdown he's putting on one Ace Haven.
The Alpha thus far living up to his name. In a dominant position over the King of the South.
Those size 1493 Grinches. Standing on the neck of Ace Haven. Ace not able to do much. Not much offense going on. The Alpha taking it to the King of the South.
Really got to wonder about the headspace of Ace Haven after everything that came out of last week's match.
He is now the chosen one, because the chosen ones are gone. Disbanded.
Taking out the leg. Oh, big spine buster from Lincoln.
Alpha hooking of the leg, not enough. Ace able to kick out. What a night we've had thus far. Jake Franklin defeating Watley. If you can believe that, with a smidgen of help from Donnie Prime Time. As we say, a win is a win.
A win is a win is a win. Oh! I think Lincoln might have been heading back up top, trying for that new move yet again. No luck. Oh, no.
I definitely can't wait to see this new move that he's been trying out.
In game. That might be it.
That's got to be it. No, only a 2 count.
You telling me he...
When was the last time you saw somebody kick out of Endgame?
Very rarely does anyone ever kick out of Endgame.
Ace is saying it's over.
Might be looking for that ace cutter.
Alexander Lincoln pulled himself up by the ropes. Oh, jackknife powerbomb.
That pop-up powerbomb from Lincoln. Uh-oh. He might be ready to hit that new move now.
We are all waiting with bated breath to see this new move, and he's saying no. Thought better of it. Maybe taking too long.
Might not have had
every
him
second
positioned
counts.
quite right.
We don't even know what the hell it is.
Something off the top. Ace Haven trying to...
Using the power. Alabama slam, but Ace Haven exploding away into the corner. That may have been out of desperation. Took everything he could
Might
to get Alexander up.
Blown his back out trying to slam someone that big.
Matthias, you too? You heard it here. Ace Haven blowing the back out of the Alpha. Alexander Lincoln blew his back out. Back shots and everything, Matthias. Ace behind, going for that cutter yet again. Lincoln just overpowered him.
Oh, slamming him down.
Only a 2 count. Ace Haven kicking out at the last second. Doesn't need to worry about the referee. He needs to worry about Ace Haven.
Oh. 4th time's the charm, maybe?
I lost count. And interest.
He's headed up top. Nope. He just slapped him across and just jabbed him in the ear. That's not the damnedest thing I've ever seen.
At least you know he's going to be wearing an ear patch. There's the cutter. Alpha pop straight up. Cutter again.
Springboard cutter.
And that's it.
Here's your winner, the King of the South, Ace Haven.
We never got to see what the new move was, but in the end it didn't matter. As Ace Haven, we saw his moves.
Ace Haven blowing the back out of Alexander Lincoln. Matthias called it. That took everything out of Ace Haven. Ace Haven's still on the line there from the Lord of Flies. They come die with me.
We know he's got some sort of match against Sean Christopher at Uprising, August 30th. Still don't know what kind of match it's gonna be. We know with these two, it's gonna be something vicious. Ace Haven has promised to finish it. I don't know how you finish it with someone like Sean Christopher.
By blowing his back out.
You have to blow more than his back out.
Ace Haven victorious. So do we still call him
The
the
following
Alpha?
contest is scheduled for one fall.
Wait a minute.
Well,
This isn't on the run sheet. Are you clocked in, Matthias?
I'm clocked in, ready to go. I don't know how medically cleared this man is following last week.
Knocked unconscious last week, but here tonight, clocked in 9 to 5. 9 p.m. to 5 a.m., but
Of course.
Making his way to the ring, he is Big Ball So Right.
it's all right last week, as we said, knocked unconscious. by Damian Seratone. He has a microphone here tonight.
I'm not going to come out here, I'm not going to hit no where the rat's at catchphrase. I'm not going to come out here and hit some shtick. These guardrails, the paint on these walls, these screens, the stage, that commentary table, me and my fellow trainees, we busted our ass to put this place together when we first come to this building. We literally helped build this place. And I'm not going to let anybody come to Piedmont, spit in my face, and get away with it. Hakeem Young took my tag team titles. I lost my best friend and my Young Lions Cup. He has kicked me around for months and months like a dog. So I used some of that Haven pull at Uprising, Saul Wright versus Hakeem Young in a dog collar match. You've taken everything from me but my life. We'll see if you can take that at Uprising.
August 30th, Uprising, Hakeem Young, Saul Wright.
All right.
Dog collar match.
Short and to the point.
You give an opportunity, he just told him this is what's happening. Okay.
Not asking, he's telling.
Hakeem Young, better be on the lookout. Dog collar match knocks years off your career.
Absolutely. Never seen a dog collar match. It wasn't a brutal,
for one fall.
brutal, violent affair.
That's the most passion we've seen from Saul Wright since he won that Young Lions Cup months ago. Now it's time to determine the real ProSouth champion. Because Damien doesn't just have a problem.
No, he does not.
Damien doesn't just have a match. What does he have, Matthias?
He is defending that ProSouth championship, but he doesn't have an opponent. He has a big-ass problem in the form of the 84 Buick, the Prophet, Brother Azrael.
August 30th, Azrael, Aiden, one-on-one in a, you want to say it? You say it.
A casket match.
A casket match, August 30th, but tonight, he's going after Big Blue, the real ProSouth Championship.
He has a shot at the ProSouth Championship here tonight. Damian Seratone's ProSouth Championship.
That's our ProSouth Championship. It's not just Damien.
Then at Uprising, he has the shot at Aiden Andrews and the Unified All-Out Championship. Brother Azrael has a chance to come away with a whole lot of gold this month.
Could August be the month of Az? God, Asgus. Modern day Midas. Whatever sins you have, whatever grievances you have, are about to be atoned. The champion of champions
I just hope he
is
stays
here.
over there and doesn't make me atone for any of the bad jokes I've made tonight.
He would never. There it is, the real ProSouth champion.
You see Damian Seratone with all the gold and the undisputed tag team championship around his waist. Got the ProSouth championship. He's got his ProSouth championship in one hand and the champion of champions championship. Say that 3 times fast.
I can't. I'm not going to.
In the other, flanked by the all-out champion Aiden Andrews and the other member, the other half of the undisputed tag team champions, Christian Pierce.
This is a matchup we've been waiting for. We have been salivating over this matchup.
We saw earlier Jasper Reed called himself the modern day Midas. not half as much gold as Damien Serotonin in Atonement is carrying around.
Everything Damien touches turns to gold for real.
That's a real modern day Midas.
And a modern day Viking. That's what it's all about. And this main event being brought to you by the Robbrod Report. Check out the Robbrod Report on YouTube. When you get the Flashback Friday. Robbrod, thank you for sponsoring this main event for the real Pro South Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the Pro South Wrestling Championship. In the right corner, accompanied by Christian Pierce and Aiden Andrews, he is the champion of champions, Damien Serotonin.
Damien Serotonin lifting both the Champion of Champion title and the Pro South Championship.
And introducing the challenger in the left corner, he is the Prophet, Brother Azrael.
The 84 Buick has a chance to pave his way, cement his legacy here at Pro South.
84
beat the
Buick.
champions.
Will his road be paved in gold? We'll find out here tonight.
But the numbers game, will they come into tact on this?
You got to believe that they will. That's typical Atonement typical Atonement MO.
Be won with Atonement or be broken into. Azrael has chosen the latter. And you know that Damien is going to have to work over. He has to deal some damage.
That's the
for
thing.
Brother Azrael leading into that coffin match, that casket match.
Well, you said Atonement, they say be it one or be broken in two, but can even the Champion of Champions break Brother Azrael in two?
Damien trying to go from behind.
Oh, caught him with the Uranagi. Man, knocked the wind out of Serotonin. Oh,
splash.
Definitely drove the wind out of him with that one.
Look how red the face of the Champion of Champions is. That took a lot out of him.
Azrael planted him hard. Followed up with a hard club right to the back. Got his eyes on Aiden Andrews.
As you can see, Atonement closing in. Getting closer and closer to Brother Azrael on the outside.
You can see the look in the eyes of Aiden Andrews.
And just like that, the numbers game coming to work.
Aiden has not taken his eyes off Azrael the entire time he's been out here.
But you see Azrael taking his eyes off Damien Serotonin, and it cost him.
Momentarily.
Referee to 7.
Both men back in.
As knew he couldn't win the championship by count out.
Oh! That big side kick to the head.
Black hole slam. Only a 2 count though.
It was one of those basement super kicks to the back of the head that Damien Serotonin used to knock out Saul Wright last week.
Yeah, but look at the back of the head and the neck on Az compared to Big Saul. Big Ball Saul got some big balls, but that man has a neck like a tree trunk.
Put on the brakes, but holy crap.
Damien Serotonin just German suplex Brother Azrael out of the corner. That's a feat of strength there.
Brother Azrael, not a small man by any means. Damien Serotonin.
Knee to the side of the chin, to the jaw. Kick right across the chest, to the sternum.
Oh. Big forearm right to the jaw of Brother Azrael. Only got a 2 though.
See the front row scattered there. They do not want to take home a wrestler night with Brother Azrael, I'll promise you that.
Absolutely not. Anywhere where that man comes crashing down onto the mat, there's going to be a bit of destruction that you don't want to be a part of.
That's how you mess around and go splat.
Big headbutt.
Keeping Damien down, though. Damien fighting back.
Taking the leg out.
Uh-oh. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He lives for this ish.
Oh, asking for more.
Violence begets violence, and this is a matchup to prove that. Damien looks stunned.
Oh, asking for even more.
Az wants him to bring it.
Oh, he caught it. It only took one from Azrael and put Damien Serotonin down.
Sending a message to Aiden Andrews through his stablemate.
His mentor, Damien Serotonin. Damien, the most decorated Pro-South champion in Pro-South history. I don't know that you can... Oh, nobody home for that big elbow. I don't know that anybody, not even the 84 Buick, is capable of sending a message through Damien Serotonin.
Well, he's going to try.
Well, that's what he gets for trying.
Kick straight to the chest by Brother Azrael, or by Damien Serotonin, Brother Azrael. Now just stomping on him. Right to the back of the arm.
At any given point, it's... As long as Damien Serotonin is on the Pro-South roster, it's almost impossible to say that he's not the most dangerous member of the Pro-South roster.
Damien Serotonin going after that knee. We've seen that knee several weeks now being worked over by several of the opponents of Brother Azrael.
Trying to take out that vertical base, trying to take out his ability to move.
That could take away the strength game. Can't stand, you can't use all of your power. Serotonin ripping up the paper championship that one of the Pro-South faithful brought to the Palace.
Somebody brought that, trying to call Damien Serotonin a paper champion. Damien Serotonin, the first ever Grand Slam champion. The man who is draped in gold now. At the moment, he's draped across the ring apron. Trying to fight off the advance of Brother Azrael.
Damien went straight back to that knee.
Uh-oh.
Finds himself in a precarious situation.
Oh!
Just dropping down across the chest. That's got to be, what, 360 across the chest?
At least.
That was just punching Damien in the side of the head. See Damien taking his time, conserving the energy for something just like that. That kick to the side of the head may have thrown off the equilibrium of Brother Azrael. Azrael's down, but he's not on his back. Even if Damien could, he couldn't make the pin.
Smart move from Azrael. Keep his shoulders off the mat.
Damien off the ropes. Samoan drop. They may have taken everything out of Azrael, maybe in a desperation.
Which one of these two are going to make it back to their feet first?
Referee at 3. Motion from both competitors. The knee still giving Az problems.
Azrael's still favoring that knee. As you mentioned, that knee's been attacked multiple times over the last month or two. Trying to shake it off. Right in front of Aiden Andrews.
Aiden Andrews with a front row seat to his competitor August 30th in that casket match, taking out his mentor. Who said violence begets violence. 84 Buick is on a roll. Short arm clothesline.
Brings him out of that corner with that short arm clothesline. Just plants him in the middle of the ring.
You see Az not able to capitalize though.
That might cost him. Oh, looks like he's thinking wood grain. Will his knee hold out long enough?
He has to get everything behind this wood grain.
Oh, Christian Pierce up on the apron. Distracting Brother Azrael.
Damien able to get up Brother Azrael. The power of the champion of champions on display.
Death Valley Driver. Earning its name. Living up to the name.
They have blown out his quad there.
I'm not making any more comments about anything blowing out.
Damien trying to blow out the back of Brother Azrael.
Super kick to the back of the head.
And that's what took out. That's what took. It's
said
over.
They don't get up from that one.
You could count to 100. It's all right.
Brother Azrael getting back up.
Wait a minute. This man's not human. Azrael's not human. He just shook that off.
He just took the knockout shot. And another one.
Another one.
2 shots to the back of the head. And he's still stirring.
You don't poke the bear. If you see Azrael fighting with the bear in the woods, you help the bear.
Damian Seratone hit that knockout blow twice.
Go for the Dragon Sleeper. That's it. He's got it locked in.
Can he put him to sleep? He might not be able to knock him out, but he might be able to choke him out.
Damian Seratone with that Dragon Suplex locked in. The power.
Oh.
The pure, unadulterated power.
Oh. The driver.
The bitter end. For Brother Azrael, and Damien is down. This violent encounter still not over. He's got it on the mind. Wood grain on the mind.
Taking wood grain.
Oh, Hayden right there with a jumping knee.
Here's your winner by disqualification, Brother Azrael.
The numbers game effective yet again. The numbers game undefeated.
Due to champions' advantage, title belts cannot change hands by disqualification.
It's not a title belt, it's a championship.
Still your ProSouth Wrestling champion, Damian Seratone.
Hayden making sure to get a little in right towards the end of this matchup for his opponent.
Oh,
This has been episode 693 with for Matthias Darkthorn.
And the Wicked Nemesis.
Good night. Good luck. Drink lots of water. Call your parents. Never go to sleep mad at your significant other. You never know when they won't wake up. Atonement, victorious, winning this war. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Hayden Andrews. Got bad intentions with that all-out championship.
Right across
he
the head.
laid him out. Be sure to join us next week for more Pro South Wrestling.